Right, morning guys. New Year, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I got to get back into reading the Bible every day, and I am not any kind of a Bible teacher. I am just like most people who just try to read through it, and they get sidetracked, and then they try to get back to it, and so this year, of course, I want to do a lot of things better. Just like everybody does every year. We're going to do it better this year. But then, the year starts up and it just kind of, you kind of get sidetracked. But I just want to try to get back into reading this word, every day. I know the Bible is one of those things, if you read it, like you can read the Bible in a couple of chapters over and over again. And it's like, and then every once in a while you can read that same area and something will pop out at you like that you've never noticed before. It's kind of weird. That's happened to me a few times, and it's like I'm with listening to people. They'll read, like they say, "Oh, I've read that over and over again," but something just popped out at me, and I've never seen that before. That's why they call it the living word. It's God's word. All right, so I just want to jump right in. I'm at the book of Job. Okay, we can start at the book of Job, and I'll try to do, I'll do the book of Job. I'll read each chapter, whatever. And then if you want to read along with me, great. I didn't realize I have 20 subscribers. That's way more than I ever thought that I would have. So if you guys, being subscribers, if you want to read along with me, if you've never gotten to the Bible yourself, man, let's just read it together, All right, so I am in Job 1. So Job, as far as I know, is a guy that just went through all kinds of trouble, and that he never gave up on God, but he lost all kinds of things, and the devil just tempted him in so many ways, and all these bad things against him, and he just he never gave up on God. He always gave his faith to God, and that's why God blessed him so much. It's not a very long book, but the book of Job, this is chapter 1. Okay. I hope I don't put you to sleep when I'm reading to you, but here we go. Okay, there was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared God and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep and 3,000 camels and 500 yoke of oxen and 500 she-asses, and a very great household. So that this man was the greatest of all men of the east. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day, and sent and called for their 3 sisters to eat and to drink with them. And it was so, when the days of their feasting were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning, and offered burnt offerings according to the number of them all. For Job said, "It may be that my sons have sinned, and cursed God in their hearts." Thus did Job continually. Now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. And the Lord said unto Satan, "Whence comest thou?" Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "From going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it." And the Lord said unto Satan, "Hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil?" Then Satan answered the Lord and said, "Doth Job fear God for naught? Hast not thou made a hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side, that hast blessed the works of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land? But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face." And the Lord said unto Satan, "Behold, all that he hath is in thy power." And the Lord said unto Satan, "Behold, all that he hath is in thy power, only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. There came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them, and the Sabeans fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is fallen from heaven and hath burnt up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another, and there's like one right after another. So while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. I guess they killed them, just slaughtered them, made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slayed the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another day and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. I'd quit going to my eldest brother's house, quite honestly. Man, the sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking in their eldest brother's house, and behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee, O my land. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshipped and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gaveth, and the Lord hath taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In all this Job sinned not, nor charged God foolishly. Man, okay, so that was rough. Poor Job, man. Poor his kids. Anyway, man, that's a lot. So God told, I wonder a lot of things, but yeah, God told Satan, what about my friend Job, my servant Job? He's a good and righteous man. And he said, the only reason he's righteous is because you give him all this good stuff and you bless him. But I know in this story that proves to not be the case, because all these terrible, horrible things happened to this old man. And man, can you imagine just losing all your children and your just everything like that, just one right after another, man. So that was chapter 1. Okay. And we'll try to do this. And like I said, I hope you guys don't mind my reading, but I'm not really good at that reading real good, but anyway, we'll try to do this on a regular basis. Thank you for listening. I am trying to get another piece done. It's so hard that I can post on my piano also, and it's just as soon as I get, this piece I'm playing, I might just do half at a time, because man, it's just been, with all the holidays, it's just been so hard to get out here and even practice, quite honestly. But all right, guys, night, and thank you. I hope you join me. I hope you pass this along. I want to get a lot of people reading the Bible, man. Read it for yourself. That's the best way. All right. God bless. We'll see you guys for chapter 2. Bye-bye.